Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan inside the Mobile Weather Center this morning. Today is the 30th day of October, 2024. This is the morning briefing this morning coming to you from Van Horn, Texas. If you're looking for it on a map, start at El Paso and look a little bit to the east. Today we're heading into New Mexico, looking to go to the White Sands area and check that out for some photography. For Northern California, well, things have been changing in the last 24 hours in terms of looking ahead, especially toward the weekend. So I'll talk about the rain and snow we could see Thursday morning, as well as what we could see coming up on Friday night and into the day on Saturday. So a lot going on this morning. Let's start with the satellite, as I often do. And as you can see this morning, we have some clouds drifting into the area. Today will be a partly cloudy and a somewhat cool day with daytime highs staying in the 60s. And this system out here, there's cold air here, there's a front here. This is what's coming our way as we head into Thursday. Now, it doesn't look all that wet, but it certainly looks colder. And I'll also talk about the timing here in a second because, of course, it's Halloween and we've got trick-or-treating and that sort of thing and all sorts of outdoor things going on. So let's get right to that. I'm going to start with the 500 millibar chart here to show you what's going to be happening over the next couple of days. So today, nice day, weak ridging moving through right now. We'll have increasing clouds. Then here's the system that goes by on Thursday morning. And again, I'll show you more detail on that in just a second. But as that goes by, we'll see some showers, but that's not a very deep trough. The best of it is to the north, but there'll be enough cold air coming our way that we will see some Sierra snow early on Thursday morning. Behind that, we get a bit of a break Friday early, and then the next system drops our way here as we head into Friday night, Saturday. This one's a little bit deeper than the one that's going to go by on early Thursday morning. So this one's a little bit deeper, but not super deep, but enough so that we get some rain and snow out of that, likely on Saturday morning. And then behind that, this is a north wind pattern, so expect a round of north winds on Sunday and Monday, and then those would taper off as we head toward Election Day. Right now, Election Day looks like it's going to be pretty nice. All right, so let's get more into the timing on that. And I'm going to start with the NAM, and because there are a couple of things that I'll want to show you here. This is the NAM, and this is just precipitation mode. I'll switch over to the precipitation type here and the amounts in just a second. This is this afternoon around 5 o'clock. We have the front up here, some nice rain as depicted on this model. Then as we head into 11 o'clock tonight, and then this is 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. A line of rain going through. There will be snow in the Sierra, enough for chain controls. But then as we head through the afternoon hours on Thursday, all of that tapers off. And then this is 5 o'clock right here. So the models have been trending in this direction, that what we will see is a round of morning rain and Sierra snow, a couple of inches, enough likely for chain controls. But the valley will dry out for trick-or-treating. So that's 5, 8 o'clock, and that's much later in the evening. So as you can see, I think it looks as though Thanksgiving, Halloween evening should be okay. So that's just the timing on the precip. Let me switch over to precipitation type here, because I'll talk a little bit more about the snow and what we can expect there. All right, so now this is the precipitation type. I'll back up, and here comes that front. And here's the snow. Snow level probably starting off relatively high, 7,200 feet or so, but then dropping down. We'll probably see some snow at 6,000 feet. So for those of you that travel over the summit, first thing Thursday morning, and by that I mean 5, 6, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we could have chain controls up for the first time. But all of that dissipates as we head into the afternoon. So if you're planning on traveling over the Sierra on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, going to Reno, or for those of you that live in the Tahoe, Truckee area, you'll find the snow first thing Thursday morning. You'll have maybe a little bit of shoveling or scraping to do, and then by after that, everything will be okay. All right, now let's get into the next one. This is Friday morning. We have rain and snow well off to our north. Friday is just fine. Get into Friday afternoon. This is Friday at 5 o'clock. The next system taking shape. On Friday night, we'll start to see a north wind start to pick, not a north wind, a south wind, southeasterly wind actually start to pick up. Probably that 15 to 20 mile an hour wind that's usually a little stronger on the east side of the valley. So this again is Friday at 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m. So for Friday night football, it's going to be dicey. There may be some towns north of Sacramento that get rain for Friday night football. This is 11 o'clock. We're getting snow in the Sierra. We get snow in the Sierra down to and slightly below 6,000 feet. Chain controls in the Sierra. We're probably going to see maybe as much as 6 to 8 inches of snow. This is Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Early morning soccer games. I know the soccer's still big at this time of year. Early morning soccer games could be wet in the valley, but the best rain will be happening during the overnight. So the best rain is now around midnight, 2 a.m., 5 a.m., and then gradually tapering as we go through the day. And this is as far as this model goes. It's around 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We're still going to be seeing snow. Now, in terms of how much snow, let me go to total snow accumulation. Now, it would include the amount that we see on Thursday, which would be about 3 inches. This model is now saying that the total could be up around a foot. It may be on the high side. It's still early season, but I wanted to show you that because on Saturday morning, late Friday night, Saturday morning, we could be seeing something maybe in that range of 6 to 8 in places like Truckee. A little bit less around Tahoe, but certainly up on the summit we could see 6 to 8. And that means that would have a significant impact on travel. And at this time of year, when a lot of people aren't ready for that, it can catch you off guard. So traveling in the Sierra Friday night, Saturday morning, maybe even into Saturday afternoon, there'll be chain controls. It'll be significantly colder. One other thing that I want to point out here is I'm going to show you the GFS. I just showed you the NAM. I want to show you the GFS. It looks pretty similar. This is the rain that goes by on very early Thursday. We get a break for Thursday night for Halloween. And then on Saturday morning, it looks very similar, doesn't it? Okay, so it's nice that those two models are in agreement. However, what I want to point out is that this is a relatively new feature. If I go back 24 hours ago in model runs, this is the way that same time frame was depicted, completely dry. It's just the last couple of model runs that have started to come onto this idea of something on Saturday. This was yesterday at the 12Z run, showed a little bit of something going by. This was the 18Z run, started to come around to something a bit more significant. The 0Z run from last night kept the same trend, and then this is the 6Z run. So this is a relatively new system that's popping up on the models, and because of that, that we are kind of getting onto that and going, okay, the models are trending to this new. Like I said, 24, 36 hours ago, this wasn't really even a feature. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that, but the models are certainly trending toward a wetter and snowier solution than anything we've been seeing so far this season. And again, as I mentioned, for those of you that travel in the Sierra, for those of you that live in the Sierra, if you're in Truckee, you're in Tahoe, you're in Quincy, Portola, you know how to deal with this and you're ready for it. What I'm more concerned about is somebody that is in the valley and needs to get to Reno on Saturday and isn't used to traveling in snow, or may think that just a couple of weeks it was 100 degrees, it can't be snowing in the Sierra, but it will on Saturday. So we'll have a little snow on Thursday morning, enough for chain controls, and more again on Friday night and into the first half of the day on Saturday. And again, the models are starting to increase in confidence on that. So that's everything I've got for you on this Wednesday morning. Again, for those of you especially that have outdoor plans or travel plans, stay tuned to the forecast over the next couple of days, as it's going to start to look a little bit more wintry. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.